Here comes our boy, Michael Colin Gallagher.
Are we investigating Gallagher?
I want to know every nickel he's got and how he got it.
You don't want to have anything to do with Mike Gallagher.
You gonna bust him?
I'm Michael Gallagher. Want to know where the story came from?
Suppose you picked up this morning's newspaper and your life was a front-page headline. Everything they said was accurate, but none of it was true.
That stuff in the paper, that's not true. You know that.
All I know is what you read in the damn newspapers.
Mr. Gallagher, this is Megan Carter from the Standard. Don't expect the truth unless you're willing to tell it.
I just need you to get to know me fast.
You say somebody's guilty, everybody believes you. You say he's innocent, nobody cares.
You want to know the truth? Okay, you want to ask me as a person? I'll tell you. You ask me as a reporter? I got no comment.
Paul Newman, Sally Field.
I'm free every night but Friday.
How about Friday?
Okay.
What the hell are you doing here?
Picked up a newspaper, and there it is for everybody to see.
She writes the story that sets him up. He writes the book on getting even. Absence of Malice.
Quiet, everybody! Listen to me! Listen!
Kirk Douglas has his greatest role as the reporter who would do anything for a story. Jan Sterling becomes a star of the first rank as the not-so-heartbroken wife of the man buried beneath the mountain.
Maybe we'll have a couple of drinks. Maybe you'll even take me out for a big evening, huh?
Why don't you wash that platinum out of your hair?
Phony, below-the-belt journalism, that's what it is.
Not below the belt, right in the gut, Mr. Boot. Human interest.
Nothing you've ever seen before has the tremendous human interest of Ace in the Hole. For here is a startling story of human emotions and human desires, played against the most exciting fight to save a man's life ever depicted on the screen.
Now, when Smollett comes, you can give him your orders. Tell him to go in through the cliff dwelling, shore it up, and get him out fast.
Not through the cliff dwelling. You can't get him out that way anymore.
Globe, but I'm digging around for Spotlight.
Spotlight's on this?
Yeah, we're looking into it, but you gotta help me.
The Boston priests abused kids in 6 different parishes over the last 30 years. The church found out about it and did nothing.
This is bigger than Boston. This is the whole system.
Spotlight team, show me that it came from the top down.
The critical acclaim is unanimous. Spotlight is a landmark film.
When a priest pays attention to you, you feel special. How do you say no to God?
Rolling Stone gives it 4 stars.
Why aren't there any records?
They control everything.
Time magazine calls it an emotional tour de force.
If there were 90 priests, people would know.
They knew, and they let it happen!
And Newsweek hails Spotlight is by far the best movie this year.
We're gonna tell this story. We're gonna tell it right.
Spotlight, rated R. Now playing in select theaters.
Here's some advice for you, friend. Don't press your luck. Lay off of me. Don't print that story.
What's that supposed to be? An order?
If not tonight, then tomorrow. Maybe next week, maybe next year. But sooner or later, you'll catch it. Listen to me. Print that story, you're a dead man.
It's not just me anymore. You'd have to stop every newspaper in the country now, and you're not big enough for that job. People like you've tried it before, with bullets, prison, censorship. But as long as even one newspaper will print the truth, you're finished.
Don't give me that fancy double talk. An answer. Yes or no? Yes or no? Hey! Hutchison? That noise, what's that racket?
That's the press, baby. The press. And there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing.
Talcum on the noose. Make it slide easier.
Here are your tickets for the hanging. Tribune, why can't you move up the hanging from 7 to 5 so we can make the city edition? Oh, come on, Murph. You can't hang a fellow in his sleep just to please the newspapers.
Williams isn't a red, and you know it. He's just a screwball, had the lousy luck to shoot a colored cop in an election year.
Now, if we had the electric chair in this state, that's something you can really sink your teeth into.
Get away from those windows!
What's the excitement?
Williams escaped!
Lots of shooting. Don't know if it's fun.
I was cleaning in the county assessor's office next door when it all happened.
You saw it?
No, but I could hear what was going on.
What? Tomorrow, you and I are gonna stand this town on its ear.
We are.
Every damn newspaper's gonna have the same damn story on that execution, but we're gonna scoop them all.
I've got Earl Williams.
What's the gag?
Hey, Andy! What's the big idea?
Hold your water, I'm coming.
Dead quiet, don't even breathe.
We take him over to the Examiner, we keep him under wraps until we can break the story exclusive.
Oh, this is the greatest thing that ever happened to me in my life.
Oh, I thought I was.
See, I don't want to end up like you guys will on a copy desk. Gray-haired, humpbacked, half-blind, bumming cigarettes from office boys.
I think I'll have a little more gin.
Why did you get into journalism?
Curiosity. Why'd you get into it?
You.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you my friend, Dan Rather.
I'm the producer. I put the team together. We have Lucy Scott to run point. Colonel Roger Charles worked Abu Ghraib for us. Mike Smith, he was a researcher for us back in 2000.
What's our next move?
I might have something for the election.
The President of the United States may have gone AWOL from the military.
He never even showed up.
Those parts of his file they didn't like, they tossed in a wastebasket.
Do you have these documents?
These really are the holy grail of documents.
You've got 3 hours.
We're out of time.
Start outputting.
Go! Tonight, we have new information on the President's military service.
Here's to a great story.
Hey, Mary. These blogs are saying that the memos can be recreated in Microsoft Word.
Several experts have raised serious questions.
They're going to start an investigation.
This is bad.
They do not get to do this. They do not get to smack us just for asking the question.
They want to talk to your source.
No. It's bad.
I never should have asked the question.
You gotta make your case, honey. You have to fight.
Somebody has got to confirm those memos.
This isn't a trial. This is a hunt.
What we are talking about is you bringing your politics into your reporting.
I did nothing of the kind.
Where does politics not enter into this?
Our story was about whether the president fulfilled his service. Nobody wants to talk about that. They want to talk about fonts and forgeries. And they hope to God the truth gets lost in the scrum.
Unit 2 to Unit 1. They're changing the guard on the 8th floor. Be quiet.
Hold it, you mother police!
There's been a break-in at Democratic headquarters. Watergate.
Woodward, Bernstein, you're both on the story now. Don't get up.
Redford.
I'm Bob Woodward of the Washington Post. Mr. Markham, are you here in connection with the Watergate burglary?
I'm not here.
Hoffman.
Hi, this is Carl Bernstein of the Washington Post, and I was just wondering if you can remember...
All the President's Men. The story of the two young reporters who cracked the Watergate conspiracy.
We've never had a story like this before.
They stumbled into leads.
Certainly it comes as no surprise to you that Howard was with the CIA.
No surprise at all.
They tripped over clues.
We'd like to see all the material requested by the White House.
All White House transactions are confidential.
And piece by piece, They solve the greatest detective story in American history.
This whole thing is a cover-up. It's right on our noses.
At times, it looked as if it might cost them their jobs,
What, Steve? Get in here.
their reputations.
You guys are about to write a story that says the former Attorney General, the highest-ranking law enforcement officer in this country, is a crook.
Perhaps even their lives.
The undercover activities involve the entire U.S. intelligence community.
Robert Redford.
Your lives are in danger.
Dustin Hoffman. All the president's men.
The American way. Who said? The man said. Burton, don't hang around. If I run over, I'll cut some items off the tail. From Washington through Jefferson, from Lincoln and FDR, right up to today. The democratic way of life. That's what the man said. Nowadays, it doesn't export too well. But you know and I know that our best secret weapon is D-E-M-O-C-R-A-C-Y. Democracy.
That's grand.
Let's never forget it, ladies and gentlemen.
Just grand, JJ. Is my makeup all right? You know, despite the scats of movies I've made,
Mary, take care of Miss Tan.
It's
Anything
the
she
first
wants. She's our
time
star
I've
today.
been on TV. Thank you.
Where's Fred? We got that boy coming over here today. If I can trust my eyes, and I think I can, Susie knows all about your dirty work. Can't hurt. Can't hurt. I had to get that boy his job back.
Look, JJ. We can tie this off in a one neat bundle. Address it to the dumps, to oblivion. We're doing great, but please do it my way. I've cased this kid. I know his ins and outs. He's full of juice and vinegar, just waiting for a big shot like you to put on the squeeze. You got the boy's job back, okay. But he's not gonna accept your favor. The manager, yeah, but not that boy.
What has this boy got that Susie likes?
Integrity. Acute. Like indigestion.
What does this mean? Integrity.
A pocket full of firecrackers. Waiting for a match. You know, it's a new wrinkle. To tell you the truth, I never thought I'd make a killing on some guy's integrity.
I'd hate to take a bite out of you. You're a cookie full of arsenic.
Where's the lamp to your right? Just look around. They've got it. That's where they ship from. They got all of it. What? What did you do? I told him a story. You play games? I told him a story.
Oh, you poor dumb son of a bitch. You've done more damage than you know.
I hope so.
You're about to be a very lonely man. It didn't have to end this way.
Of course it did.
Hey, Turner. How do you know they'll print it? You can take a walk, but how far if they don't print it?
They'll print it.
How do you know?